to a special beauty edition of the 60&Me show with Margaret Manning and Ariane Poole. My makeup is not complete yet, but we've done a primer, foundation, we've worked with concealers, and we have these on separate videos which you can dip and dive into. We've worked on brows and cheeks, of course, beautiful color cheeks.
And now we're going to go on to eyes, which are really important. Now, I'm going to be making Margaret up, obviously, for her eye color, which is this gorgeous hazely color. It looks sumptuous color, actually. And her eye shape. Now, everyone's eye color and eye shape are different. So what I'm going to do is just show you kind of the basics. So it's not, if you copy this and it's not exactly right for your eye shape, don't worry. Eye makeup is not what it used to be, okay? And as we age, we have to kind of be a little bit adaptive to what we did in the past.
Right,
so
right.
In the olden days, do you remember we used to put the light color all over our lid?
Yes, I do remember that.
And then you'd put the next color and then the next color. You layered it. Okay.
Yeah.
Nowadays, the colors are so much more sheer and lightweight. If you do that, you actually create a rod for your own back because you are going to have to put more and more to get that one color that you like. So instead of having this wonderful eyeshadow, you're going to have this really thick, heavy eyeshadow on.
And you know, I think that eyes are really super important for lots of reasons. And you don't have to overdo it. I mean, we're going to be playing with a lot of products, so it'll look like we're using a lot. But you really only have to have one color or maybe a two-color palette, and you know, and really find something that you're comfortable with. Well, so don't get confused by the variety.
No, let me just tell you, on my eyes, I've got one eyeshadow, one pencil, and mascara. That's it. Okay.
And mascara, I'm really looking forward to because there's so many misconceptions, and I have made every mistake in the book with mascara and eyeliner. So this is going to be a great session.
So it's going to be long, but let's keep it. We're going to do a daytime look. So we're going to keep it super simple, and I'm going to be working with things like these pencils and cream shadows. Okay. So pencils and cream shadows aren't what they used to be. In the old days, you put a cream eyeshadow on and 2 blinks and it's gone, okay? Really, that's not the way it works anymore. The same thing with the cream ones and, you know, like I say, creams, pencils, they're all that kind of formulation. They're much more long lasting, especially these ones here. They're crease resistant. Yes. They really go the distance. So I'm going to opt for sort of, I'm in a dilemma because I can't decide between the purpley plummy colors, which I think would look gorgeous, and the coppery colors on you, because I think both of them with your eye color would look absolutely striking and gorgeous.
Well,
so
let's just choose.
But
there's lots. I mean, creams are one option, and then there's powders as well. So if you don't want to use creams for whatever, maybe your skin's a little oily, or you just don't really like the use of the creams. There's going to be some other. We'll show you powders
as well. So I'm going to use this one here. I don't put foundation on the lid or concealer because I'm using this eyeshadow, a cream eyeshadow, as a primer and an eyeshadow in one. So
I was actually going to ask you that about primers on your eyes. So if this is in your cream, it's included.
Yeah, but if you did want, if you say you're going to use a powder shadow and you thought, I don't want to use a cream shadow as my primer, this is a fabulous
under the powder.
Yeah. Okay. So let me do the other eye with this one so you can see. I always put it on my hand first, okay, rather than straight to the eye, because I just find that you're guaranteed the day that you're in a rush to make the biggest mess on this planet, and then you're going to be going, oh no, I can't do that. Anyway.
And also you're not tempted to press so hard. You can be more gentle with your fingers.
So this is an eyeshadow primer. And it is, I like this one a lot.
It feels good.
Doesn't that feel nice? And this one's by Estee Lauder, and it's called Eye Illuminator, and it's cooling, it's soothing. Does it feel nice?
It feels really nice. It does actually have a cooling feel to it. Yeah,
so this is really lovely. All right, so we'll put that there for now. Let me just wipe my hand.
Hope you're enjoying this as much as we are. We're probably a little over enthusiastic on the makeup.
Right, so I'm going to go for, I think I'm going to go for, oh God, I don't know.
Pick a straw.
Do you know what? That is exactly what it is. So maybe I might do both sides a different color just to see how we...
Okay, that's fine. We can always adjust them and
so let's
match them up later.
So let's look at this. So here I'm going to do this color here, which is Amethyst. And this is by Laura Mercier.
Got the name too.
And it is, you just literally scribble it on like that. It's got a bit of shimmer. Don't be afraid of shimmer. Shimmer is really fabulous as we get older. Frost is not fabulous at any age. It looks like gold lame and it's just too heavy. And I have just put that all over your lid.
And you've actually gone quite inward. I mean, it feels like you've gone close to the inside of my eye as well.
So and what it does is it brings out the sort of golden greeny tones of your hazel eyes, which I think is so pretty. And like on the other side, I'm going to use a Clinique one here.
Okay. So this is a more bronze
Yeah,
color.
this is a bronzy color. So I'm going to, the same kind of thing. And it's a little bit of a scribble. And I know you're going to be lopsided, but I promise you, whichever one you decide, and there's not a right and a wrong, it's personal preference. So some days you might think, oh, you know, I'm feeling I want this kind of look. Another day I want this kind of look. So personal preference really rules here. So this is a really gorgeous coppery kind of color. It's by Clinique, as I said, and it's called Fuller Fudge. Even though it's not, it doesn't look fudgy, it looks more coppery.
You know, and I think what you said actually is really important, just to take a second, is that when you're talking about investing in foundations or concealers, those are things that are like the palette that you draw on. When you get to eyes and to lips, you can start playing with it. I mean, you really can express your inner bohemian or your more conservative side. And I mean, it whops off really easy if you make a mistake. So it's not like you have to,
you're not, it's not glued to you. This is not like super
so
glued.
have fun with it.
So, okay, now I'm going to use a charcoal color, and I'm going to use that along the base of your top lashes, and I'm going to just etch. Now because of your eye shape, I'm stopping here, so slightly before the end of your eyes here. Now the reason why is because if I go right to the ends, I can make the eyes look like they're drooping, and we don't want to have that. Okay, so no drooping. So by doing the liner in the middle, can you see how that lifts up the eye just like that? It kind of pulls the eye open. Now, do you wear liner on the bottom?
Okay. Liner on the bottom is a no-no for me. I've never in my life gone out of my house with liner on my bottom and mascara on my bottom. I mean, I'm getting kind of like nervous even thinking about it. But Ariane assures me it's going to look great. But seriously, nothing on the bottom lashes ever. I don't know why. I just feel it's too much.
It's almost like you've got a natural one there anyway. So I'm going to take a tiny bit. Now, can I give you a quick tip? If you are going to do it along the bottom lashes, do not poke the pencil in this way, which is how most people do. They go like this, because you make a really heavy line. If you turn it this way, you make a much finer line. So I might even go for this even softer copper, this kind of color. So I'm doing it like that. And again, in the center portion, not all the way. I'm not rimming her eyes because that would look horrible.
So just in the center on the bottom. Okay.
Do you want to have a little?
And it's on the rim inside my eye.
No, underneath. Underneath your lashes,
Okay, I can see. Actually, my eye does look bigger, and I do like it. It's okay. I'm not terrified.
Breathe.
Yeah, no, this is fine. I like it, and I love the color on the lid. That's really
Isn't that a pretty color?
That's really lovely.
That's the purpley color. That is that. Like I said, that's the amethyst one.
Yeah, this is a completely different experience, but it's also a nice color. But I'm tending to go with purple. But that's of course one of my colors.
But you know, I think I personally would have only chosen the purple, but because I think, you know, when you're sitting there going, "Ooh, that other one could look really, really pretty," and I think it does look really pretty. So then I'm going to take a little bit of this one here, which is a Bobbi Brown bronze, and I'm going to use that just along the base of your top lashes. Okay. And I'm also going to use the same color underneath. Don't worry about making the line on the top too precise if you're struggling with the liner on the top, because you're always going to blend it. As we get older, that really harsh line, that flick, is so difficult to carry off. We tend to make ourselves look either lopsided or it makes us look a lot older.
Remember the cat eyes?
Yeah, that's the
we don't want to do the cat eyes.
No, but take a look at that. That's with the bronzy color. I think that looks also very pretty.
Now that you've added a little bit more on the top, it actually is coming to life. Yeah, either one.
See, the thing is,
it's a really nice product though. The cream is.
But isn't that nice?
Yeah.
And look, you're blinking away. There's no creasing going on, which is really important. And what it is say you wanted this is a little bit more, for want of a word, more glamorous, more elegant. This one is a little bit more casual. So you know, it's. So mood and feeling, you know, and it depends also where, you know, if you're going to work, if you're meeting friends for lunch, you know, you will wear different things. So I just wanted to show you that you do have options. There's not one rule. The one thing I would say is, you notice I haven't really used like a brown. If you're going to choose browns, do not go for those milky kind of browns because they tend to make you look tired. Okay,
so go for the darker brown.
Yeah, go for those cool tone browns because the milky ones do tend to make you look tired. So now I'm not going to put any highlighter here either. Now the reason why is as we get older, if we put highlighter here, it brings this bone forward and sinks your eyes back.
I was going to ask you that because there is another, as you know, the product we were talking about earlier, a highlighter product that, you know, that you always just go straight for the what would you call this underneath your brow?
The brow bone.
The brow bone. And I used to, when I was younger, I did do that a lot, but now it just seems a little bit too much. So I think that was good. That's good advice.
Well, absolutely. What happens is, because as we get older, our eyes tend to sink back into our heads anyway a little bit. I hear these, oh, my eyes just seem to be disappearing.
Yeah.
If you put a highlighter here, this brings that bone out more.
Accentuates it. So what would you do at the under?
I would just leave it. And if you've got a little bit of, say, discoloration, say it's a little bit reddish or something, not that yours is, then I would take a little bit of just a matte ivory, and this is where you put your matte shadows. There's a matte ivory there, not a shimmery one. So a matte one will go just there, and that will give you that little bit of a lift. Now,
what about here on the side? Because I've seen sometimes people putting light highlighters.
That's what I did when I did your blush. You know, I put a little tiny bit of shimmer there. That works beautifully. Now we're going to go into mascara. I'm not here I'm not here to plug products, but I have to say, this is my most favorite mascara. I use it over and over again, and I sound like a broken record. It's called Estee Lauder. It's called Sumptuous Extreme. And as we get older, the thing that we want is fat lashes. We may not want fat anywhere else, but on our lashes, we want fat lashes, because the long, skinny, spidery ones don't look so great.
And there are so many mascaras out there these days. I mean, I went to buy one a few weeks ago, and I almost gave up.
Yeah, let me show you. And I'm using a black. I'm going to show you a navy blue as well. I'm going to pop a navy blue on as well. But black and navy blue, or blue-black, looks fantastic. I'll tell you who makes a really nice navy blue is Clarins. The navy blue Clarins is just fab.
And for blonde hair, that is really a lovely option.
It's so pretty. Yeah. It just looks so gorgeous. Right,
okay.
So let me just do this. Now this is a really easy, like I said, this is a quick, easy daytime look. You don't have to faff around too much.
It feels very wet. It feels like a wet, like a very wet mascara.
Yeah.
It's not dry.
No.
Well, it's not
drying. It doesn't look. Yeah.
It's really interesting when someone else is putting your makeup on, because it's totally different sensory experience as well.
Right. So I've done your top lashes. You take a little peek.
Yeah, I love mascara. I think it's great.
To me, mascara finishes the look, finishes the eyes, and then lips finish the face. So
it's a really nice look.
Okay, so while that is drying for a second.
Okay.
You said that you don't like bottom mascara.
Well, I'm not comfortable with it because I've not experienced it.
I'm going to show you. This is mascara for the bottom lashes. This is by Clinique, and it's bottom lash mascara. And the reason why it's so unique, look at this little baby, teensy little brush. So
cute.
Yeah, look up for me for a sec. And I'm going to just put a little coat here. And it might convince you that you might like it. And I'm only putting, you notice I'm
so
dabbing.
Tiny.
You know, I'm only dabbing. I'm not going like this, because I don't want it to be clumpy and heavy. Take a little peek.
What do you think? Okay. Well, that's really different. Yeah, that's
It
cute.
looks nice, doesn't it? It looks very pretty.
Wow, and it actually separates the bottom lashes, so it's not, it's not clunky. It's not like a line. It's actually very gentle. Nice.
Right.
Love it.
Now, on to the eyelash curling, because we didn't do this at the beginning. Now, these are heated eyelash curlers. They're great as we get older, because, as you know, those pinchy ones we were discussing before, if they pinch this bit of your skin, you hop around the house like a lunatic because you're in so much pain. It really hurts. So this, you do your mascara first.
All right.
Okay. Then any mascara, it doesn't matter what brand, and then you just hold it on your lid like that, on your lashes.
It's like a curling iron for your
Exactly. And these are battery operated. And take a little peek there. Take a look.
That felt really interesting. Oh gosh, it pulls it up. Yeah.
And it's a warm sensation.
I have eyelashes.
It's a warm sensation, and this works really well, especially if you've got super straight lashes and you want to get that curl. And the nice bit about this is the fact that you don't get that angle that you do with the squeezy ones.
Well, that's what I was going to say. When you use that, those manual ones, if you don't get it right down at the root of your lash, you end up with like a bent.
Yeah, you go like this.
Yeah, and it's not. I mean, it's sort of okay, but not. Wow.
So I'm not even touching the base of your lashes. This is bending from. It's almost like the center.
Oh, that actually feels really nice too, and it's gentle on your eyes.
People say, "Oh, that feels quite soothing." Can you just leave it? I'm not going to leaving it on there forever, but take a peek there. Okay, two different eyes.
Wow. Okay. This is amazing.
Maybe they can vote in, see which one they like the best.
Okay, actually, that's a great idea. Just in the comments below, just say purple or bronze.
Purple or bronze. Because, I think both look really great, and it is really personal preference. And what I would suggest as well, if you wanted to oomph up either one of those, say you wanted to go a little bit stronger, what you do is take the whatever color you've chosen.
Right.
I'm going to put a little bit on my fingertip and just add a little bit of extra sort of in the outer corners. And notice I'm going inwards rather than outwards.
Why
The
is
reason why, yeah,
Sorry,
good.
tell me.
Because if I bring it this way, I drag your eye down and make you look tired. Okay.
Your eyes are so, the skin on your eyes is so delicate, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have to be super careful of not.
Yeah, so I always go inwards rather than outwards. So now I'm going to just do the same thing with the bronzy color, or what I would call a bronzy color, the Clinique one. So I'm doing the same thing where I took the darker color, the color here, and just added it to the outer corners. And there you have it. So beautiful eyes. You can, like I said, oomph it up with just putting the two solid colors on outer corners to build it out, which looks really nice.
Now, that's something I wouldn't have thought of. That's great.
So again, all I used on this eye were these three products, okay? And of course a mascara, which many people will have in their makeup bag. So 3 products. Okay. So easy. And this one even you could leave out, or use this one and that one on their own and leave this one out. So again, options you got. Okay. On the other eye, I used these 3 products. So each eye only had 3. And again, this one here you could leave out if you wanted to. So you don't have to have that. And then finished off with the heated eyelash curlers and the Sumptuous Extreme Mascara. And the Clinique Little Bottom Lash Mascara.
Honestly, I am totally overwhelmed. No, because as I said at the beginning, I don't really ever put mascara or liner on the bottom of my eyes. And I think it looks really nice. I mean, because of the size of this brush, you get really very nice definition. Anyway, I think it looks cute, and I hope you do too. I love the heated eyelash curlers. That's on my list to buy. And the other thing I was going to say is that we've showed a lot of products in all of these videos. We show a lot of choice, but as Ariane says, 3 basic products is all you need, or just 1 if that's all you want to do. But the most important thing is to bring out the beauty in yourself and just enjoy the whole process. So anyway, hope that you've enjoyed our eye transformation, and looking forward to seeing you again. Take care.